Hey guys, Dalek44 here. I need no introduction, but I got one anyway. And here's the commentary on my Dalek Sec video, Do Not Unto Others. If I said that right. And if most of you remember, this was based off of a Homestar Runner short with the same title. Except it's with the second co-characters, namely Slitheen, Cyber, Bubs, the Fat Controller, and Dalek Sec. And this wasn't just inspired by Homestar Runner, it was also inspired by Train Level 476 when he did his short with Henry and Toby. I watched that and the original Homestar Runner short, and I loved them so much that I wanted to do my own version of it. And here it is. Yeah. And this Slitheen's Firework Daleks thing was just a random crazy idea I came up with. Like, what if Slitheen tried to sell stuff in the past before he went onto his donut business? Yeah. I still get a laugh out of that one, like some customers who have recently bought Firework Daleks and then died from them. Laughing at my own jokes. Yeah. And this bit when I was like saying stuff really fast, it was quite hard for me to do the first time round. Like you're trying to say stuff really, really fast, and you know you kind of fuck up sometimes in some of the takes. And I think it took me about 2 or 3 attempts to do that, because for a lot of people it is quite hard to talk really, really fast. I mean, like you hear Seth MacFarlane do it with some of his characters, and you're thinking like, how the hell does he do that? Yeah, but yeah, this was just a fun little idea that I had. This thing. Oh, and you may have noticed that this was, of course, based off of Family Guy. Like the time when Peter was working at the Acme shop. I thought, what if Slitheen did that? Like, what if he had one of Peter's jobs? Yeah, what if he did that? And that Wile E. Coyote was actually from the Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy shorts, where Coyote finally kills Roadrunner. I don't know if any of you have seen it yet, but it's one of the funniest, I think. Yeah, it's one of the funniest. Yeah, the Do Nots sign. I actually wrote that myself, and I made him the little hat. It was just bits of paper with scissors and coloured pencils and pens. And here comes Bubs. Yeah, if I could have at the time, I would have, drawn Bubs' head to make it look like he went red hot like the original cartoon. But I had the old computer back then with the old version of Paint, so I didn't really have the resources to do as much as I can today. So I just gave him a red monobrow. Yeah, red monobrow. The monobrow is sort of a running thing with me. I give a lot of my characters monobrows if you haven't noticed. It's mostly for Dalek Sec, like when he's annoyed or something, or if he's grumpy. But that's understandable because he's only got one eye. And if you notice how I did it for Slitheen as well when he's looking worried. And that's understandable because he is sort of like Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy, like being a complete moron. And I love this quote when Bubs is like, you just opened up another donut shop across the way from me. Like, across the street. What street? Across the way. That sort of thing. Yeah. And that was the new Bubs concession stand that I made back then. Because when I originally started, it was just a piece of paper stuck on a little box, but I lost the bit of paper that had Bubs' concession stand written on it, so I just made a new one out of Lego. And here's the Fat Controller. And back then he was voiced by Combine Harvester 01, of course. But since he's been busy with his outside life and most probably the City Trams movie that is in production, I think, I have Husky Fan 01 voicing him from now on. But I really did enjoy having the Fat Controller being voiced by Combine Harvester 01 at that time. I mean, it is really amazing when you can get someone as popular as him to be in your crappy show. Yeah. And I love this scene when Slitheen and Bubs are competing for the cell, like who's going to make the cell. And of course this was all quotes from the original Homestar Runner short. And I'm quite pleased with that Rosie Raves Hey Get Out of My Kitchen You newspaper. If you don't know, that newspaper bit was actually from Windows Movie Maker. I just did a technique where I like copy and paste the picture onto paint and then add in the rosy painting, like to make it look like an actual newspaper rather than just using my paper newspaper, which was fake. And here comes Dalek Sec, the inspector, who's here to hopefully shut everyone down. And I quite like that hat I made him. It's almost like Captain Edmund Blackadder from Blackadder Goes Forth's hat. Except this one's green instead of... No. It's blue instead of green. What am I saying? Yeah, I just really did love making that little hat for Dalek Sec. And here, of course, Levine's humming the Inspector Gadget theme. I did that because he did it in the original Homestar Runner shorts. Yeah. I love that quote, like, my delicious fried face, that sort of thing. Showing that Levine's in a world of pain, but he smells delicious. Yeah, this was another one of the shorts I had a lot of fun working on. And I think that's pretty much all I could say about this one, so I'll see you next time.